right?
The last couple of months, things have gotten even darker in the world of OF
Oh my god, I know her. I know her.
girls. We had previously
I don't
discussed
know
how
her.
Bad Baby, aka the Catch Me Outside girl,
Catch me outside, how about that?
made
Yes,
loads of money on OF the day she turned 18.
Is it true you made over $1 million in your first 6 hours?
Yes.
And now you have many other girls
$1 million in 6 hours. I know this. I know her.
making tens of millions of dollars
I don't know her.
a year. And one girl specifically
I know this bitch. Even India news channel started to cover this bullshit.
made $43 million
I know
last
that.
year on
Of Sophia something. I don't know what kind of name.
OF alone.
I was serving at a regular minimum wage job, driving there every day. I'm like, what can I do different?
Which breaks down
Yeah, you did very good thing. I can see that.
to over $199,000 per hour for her work week.
$4 million in a month?
I know her too as well because she has a brother, right? And he's embarrassed.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah.
She also looks 14. So, get your bag, I guess.
What?
It's weird. She also looks 14. So,
Of course.
get your bag, I guess.
Thanks.
I mean, these chicks are out here putting up bigger numbers than NBA stars. One guy specifically has sent her over $4.3 million since he stumbled upon her page, and she claims to have never even met the man who coins himself as Charlie. And the lore actually gets much sadder when you watch this video of the very same girl when she's a child, saying what she wants to be when she grows up.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A doctor and an astronaut.
Oh my god, that is so precious.
To be honest with you, we cannot blame her, you know. She is a female. Okay? And even if a male is doing it, we can blame him 50% because he is a male. He has to do something. He has to have some kind of mentality of his own. He has to like have his own mind so that he can think for himself. But for female, they are very compliant, you know. They are biologically very compliant. I don't want to get into the biological reason behind it, but I'm just gonna say that they are very compliant. However the environment is, they always adjust themselves to be like that. But when it comes to men, they fight it. They even sometimes change the environment for themselves. You know what I'm talking about. But these are these females. I mean, I'm not talking down on them obviously, but I'm just stating the facts here that they don't want to fight with any system. If the system is saying them to be a slut, then they are going to be a slut, you know. So I am going to blame her father, I'm going to blame her mother, I'm going to blame her school, but I'm not going to blame her school at the first. Why? Because it's the father and the mother who were not interested enough to see what is going on in her life. So the number one priority is the father, second is the mother, and the third is the school, and the fourth is the environment, the government thing. You cannot just blame government that, oh, government is doing that, what can I do? Shut the fuck up. You could have done a lot of things differently, but you didn't. Why? Because you were too busy to become a dumb motherfucker.
Never actually heard anybody say they want to be an astronaut.
Look at her.
Because, you know, obviously never.
If she's the mother, I can already see the reason behind her failure. I know you guys gonna always measure success with the money, but I don't think that is the case. I guess I'm broke, obviously, but this fat female weighs almost 2 tons. I don't know if you guys know tons. Should I Google that? 200 tons in kg. What? Alright.
Oh my god, that is so precious. I've never actually heard
What?
anybody say that.
And
Who
an
was that? Was that his father?
astronaut.
Now we know the reason behind
Oh
it.
my god, that is so.
Look at him. The surprising face of a weak. I mean, when I say weak, people always go with the body, like, oh, the body looks weak. No, I'm seeing his head.
Precious.
Look at his face. I mean, I don't know. I really don't want to judge here, but I can see. Maybe he's not the father. I don't know. Now I'm terrified to even say something about it. Maybe he has some kind of condition because his eyes look different. Sorry for that then.
never actually heard anybody say they want to be an astronaut. Because, obviously it never works, that's why. But, like...
Okay, he looks normal. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, sometimes reality does hit you fast. Either way, $4 million on some digital cheeks has to be just about the biggest waste of money I've ever seen. You blew it! Like,
The reason behind we always get amazed by that because we don't have money, right? I don't have money, obviously. Right now, I do not have even the money to recharge my phone. But you have to understand one thing here, that people who have money, they don't even have money, they have a lot of money, okay? They can spend on whatever they want, and that's like the big top 10% guys spend too many money on these things. I'm not saying that these low guys don't do that, these low guys also do that, but you have to understand people have money, okay?
that is some Black Mirror parasocial down bad behavior this fellow is partaking in. But at least that relationship remained online, whereas these two other girls from
What the fuck? I know her too.
London have been running around trying to break records for the most people they can sleep with in one day.
Want to picked up? Join the video to be picked up. How many shoes are you guys counting? Wait. Whoa, these are all the guys. There's more in there as well.
It's almost like when an NFL or MLB team holds open tryouts for the general public. Only in this case, the whole event is one chick.
I mean, she looks like the other female that was around her. Like, who is she? Big sister? Who is
Busting it wide open for her many followers, or in some cases just random men off the street that they can find. And for that video, she was specifically looking for 100 men to run the choo-choo, and a man named Josh Peters actually made a documentary on the entire event. And some of the things shown in it are downright sad, but also teach a great lesson. Like when she talks about the fact that her father now wants nothing to do with her because she is so embarrassing.
Have you recognized any of the names in here of people that you might know?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's been some guys outwardly say we used to go to school together.
Wow.
Or some dad's friends.
Oh
And
my god. Can you imagine the traumatic... I mean, dad's friend. Imagine being that dad. My whole body is shaking now. I mean, I cannot imagine I'm gonna die. I mean, I cannot take that same. I cannot. What the fuck? I mean, the body that I'm hanging out with, that body is going to pull out his phone and watch this thing and show to the other guys, and you're gonna say, oh, if he's doing that, he's not a real friend. Shut the fuck up.
stuff like that.
What messaging you?
Yeah. I do feel a little bit embarrassed being Mom and Dad, I'm 100 guys.
Why?
I guess because it's not really what my parents would have wanted me to do.
And that despite the monetary success, she feels that most men see her as an object because of her line
You
of
are object. Obviously, you just proven yourself that you are an object. You are a doormat.
work. There are also other
What
anecdotal
the fuck is two-ton bitch?
stories presented here to suggest that this lifestyle isn't exactly all it's cracked up to be, and it seems like many of the people who do partake
Yeah, I saw that video in which she was talking about how everybody is trolling her, that how the delivery is going to be really smooth because of the and they were like, I didn't see that.
in this industry are left with some sort of
I mean, yeah. One more thing I like to add up here: females can cry with this. This is a very good talent, and almost 99% of the female have that. So whenever a female is crying in front of you, you have to understand this. You go for the fact. You go for the truth. I'm not saying that you have to fight with her or anything like that, but I am only saying that when you see she's crying, do not fall into that. Don't try to get panicked over her crying. Why? Because she can cry like this.
PTSD.
The problem is that when you sign up to objectifying yourself, it's like you're signing a deal with the devil. No one is going to see you as a human being. It gets to the point where
Why she's looking weird? I mean, I'm really sorry. Maybe she's a good female, not like them, but still, why she's looking very different?
everyone objectifies you.
I see that there is a face swollen up like that. Why is that?
That's the reality of it. You're like the cash cow.
I also found it interesting that she makes
And
the
you are a
point
fat cow. Sorry, Maybe she's a good female, but why the face is like that? And if it was natural, I wouldn't have commented that way. But I know what is being done to that, so that's why I'm doing that.
That
Sorry
everyone
for that.
starts out innocent enough, maybe just taking lewd photos in lingerie.
I know this. I know her Sopranos.
Or a swimsuit, but eventually once the money and the offers start coming in to get more explicit, it's hard not to say yes.
I started off just doing bikini pictures and lingerie, but it is a slippery slope.
Alright, so I was right. She's a dumb bitch.
And the demand is more.
How is demand? Like, your face is bigger than your body. Like, how is that even? Like, you can just put, I mean, how can I do that? You just measure this and you measure this. I mean, come on.
Before you know it, you'll have
It's like a pencil and this. I mean,
camera.
And is that something you regret?
There's a lot I regret on there.
But to me, there's really not enough money in the world to fill the void that comes with selling your soul. I mean, just think about it, guys. Everywhere you go, you don't know who's seen this shit. I'm talking about friends, I'm talking about family, I'm talking about future associates, and maybe even just random people out there on the street. And it also came to my attention that when she
okay, who is she now?
did put out the notice to her fans that she would be having this open invitation, the messages were rolling in.
So how are you doing this? You put out a phone number
Yeah.
and people can just apply?
Yeah, so
And if you are mistaken, like, she thinks that because everybody is trying to fuck her, I mean, then she has a lot of value. But you have to understand it. That's not real value. Why? Because a prostitute, outside the home, if she says that I got no STDs and I am not going to charge any fee, her line will be bigger than yours. So do you think that is a very good metric to see who got the better value?
I put out a little Twitter post, and all you do always have to send in a photo of you holding your ID. 2006.
Oh my god,
So
how
what's
does that make him? So 18.
18, yeah.
I'm really sorry for that, but I just want to slap her.
When the actual date came,
I'm
a lot
really
of these
sorry.
guys pussied
Really
out,
sorry.
most likely because they are accustomed to never even being around a woman in the first place, and most of them likely just stay at home paying to look at pictures and videos of other men beating up the box.
It doesn't seem like things are going great. There are a lot of guys cancelling. They're scrambling now to find people at the last minute. I don't understand how the guys they're scrambling to find at the last minute are going to get STI checks in time.
Funny, like on the text it was like, if you have any friends who'd like to take part, and I was like, oh.
And despite what she claims, I know this has to have some sort of deep psychological impact on her.
It's not for the weak girls, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that is correct. It's not for the weak girls, it's for the strong, dumb bitch girls.
It was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Like more intense than
Why
you thought
would,
it might.
even if you recommend it, who is going to follow? Yes, dumb motherfuckers like you gonna follow.
Definitely.
Well, I guess her friend saw
Oh,
this
yeah, that is what I was talking about. Who is she? The other one. Who is she?
behavior and decided that she wanted a piece of that online attention. So she went on a quest to be with 1,000 different men in one day. I am
my
absolutely serious.
I'm the girl that lets men queue for hours. But on the 11th of January, I'm hosting an event and I want to give you a ticket so you can skip the queue and then get straight inside me.
And her methods for recruitment had some people shaking their heads in disgust. Just watch as she tries to get this young man who's just trying to make some money working at Five Guys to get involved.
I just wondered, I can't see it on the menu, but where do I get the Five Guys from? The Five Guys. I didn't know if there was like a special room or you can take me out back.
No, I don't think that's happening.
What about after your shift? I mean, I'd want to give you, a good rating.
I'm a Christian man and I'm with myself married.
I'm asking for what's on the menu, that's all.
Genuinely, I feel like I'm doing it right now. I can hand you a menu if you want.
Are you on it?
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's a shame.
Like, how is that not straight up solicitation?
You look
The dude
40,
is
man. I mean, come on. You look like a 40-year-old dumb motherfucking bitch. Why would anybody choose you? Like, yes, more or less motherfuckers wanna choose you, but
obviously young, and good for him for having his head on straight, but she openly brags about this type of behavior over and over again.
Okay, so you, Karen, think you're going to stop me sleeping with your sons, but I know my rights and I know exactly what I'm doing.
It's no secret, I'm the girl that slept with over 100 barely legal.
and that's something to proud of. Like, come on. Imagine being your son. Imagine being your dad. Imagine being someone related to you. I will have to flew out of the country. Well, I don't have the money, obviously, but
18-year-olds at Nottingham for Freshers Week.
And the dude from Five Guys actually came out on Twitter to say that this wasn't on his bingo card and that he thought it was funny at first, but in hindsight he questioned why she never asked for his age, why she was so persistent, and why she never asked him for his consent to post the video in the first place. Because you know these short little videos are really just all promotion and to create buzz around this 1,000 men freak-off. Either way, eventually they would find 1,000 nasty individuals to spelunk this cave.
Hey boys, I'm only a few minutes away from 73 New Cavendish Street. Come right now.
Why the camera is all over your face, you dumb?
I'm sorry, but
Dummy.
this has to be illegal. Like, if this was a man posting these videos online, the sick fuck would end up on a watch list. And she even has the audacity to call this a family event.
I'm hosting a family event this Sunday near Oxford Circus in London, and I'd love you and the boys to be there.
And then they even posted a video of all the sick dudes waiting in line for their turn.
Oh my god.
Like, can you imagine being number 1,000? Well, I guess this guy can.
Just out of curiosity, would you want to go first or last in my queue?
First,
I mean, you've already
obviously
at me,
first.
so are you going to be selfish and go first again, or are you going to...
Do you know what? I'd probably go last.
Yeah,
What?
save the best till last.
Best till last.
What?
Why?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay.
Again, you're going to be experienced, which you are anyway, but
Nicely warmed up.
nicely warmed up. Flowing, yeah, I think, last to be better.
Perfect.
Nah. Someone needs to take old boy behind the shed. Like, he doesn't deserve
God.
oxygen anymore. Like, at
Yeah.
that point, would you even feel anything? And really, would you want to?
She
It would
already
be-
numb, so she is not going to feel anything. And why don't you just use your own hand? Like, you are not even going to feel anything. Why? Because that thing will not be responsive anymore for like next 5 days.
Be like getting the 1,000th lick on a community scoop of ice cream is just disgusting. Or maybe like taking
Oh
a
my
glob
God.
of gum off that nasty wall that they have in Spain or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh my
and
God.
chewing that shit up in your mouth. It's just nasty.
I cannot do
also
that.
like how half these blokes are dressed on some Peaky Blinders shit and the other half just have on crusty tube socks. I mean, just think
Oh
about
my
it. This was a decision that these men had a lot of time to ponder as they stood there in line next to their fellow man. And I just gotta say it, if they all ended up catching something after this, I would not feel bad for a single one of these individuals. Now afterwards, this is what she had to say about the event and her partaking in it.
This is what my face looks like after taking 1,000 men less than 12 hours ago.
What about that? How is that looking? Your face is already like that. Or maybe you took something on your face as well, but
The big 1,000 was completely
very good achievement you did. Wow, so proud.
Hey developers,
Shut the
bonus for the
fuck up, dumb motherfucker, one after other.
done. Then we did groups of 5, like one after the other of 5s. I wanted to give people more time, so then it went down to like one-on-ones, didn't it? So like one person would watch whilst I was with somebody, and then it would literally just be like a rotating circle like that.
Yeah, this woman is out here handing out generational trauma.
Let's get a round of applause in the room, people.
Look at this motherfucker. Why would you take an interview of this dumb motherfucker? You know, you have some kind of following. Everybody is going to see it, you know, and some female are going to get influenced by it. Like, maybe, yes, they will get influenced by it. Why are you not taking things, like, why are you going after the views? Like, why are you so dumb? You are influencing little ones to be like that. And I know you're gonna know it's not like that. It's like that. People always trying to, like, even if a female which is 15 or 16, maybe she's wondering like what she should do. Maybe she have some kind of bad thoughts, like doing something nasty. Now she sees this bitch who has like 1,000 of that. Imagine. Now she's gonna say, she going to go for 1,000 and she's okay. So at least I can take 50.
And her holding up that sign like she's Wilt fucking Chamberlain after his 100-point game is some nasty work. Like, who the hell is actually turned on by this type of content? In the end, this only took 12 hours of straight hot dog time to accomplish, meaning that each participant had around 40 seconds of fun before it was time to go. Overall, I think the normalization of this type of shit is very bad for our society, especially for young men
The
and how it
civilization
affects.
going to collapse. Obviously, not right now, but it will collapse within 100 years. Obviously, it will.
It's the way they look at and treat women. Like back in the day, it's not like all the
What is
corn
this?
stars were public figures. In fact, most of them were likely shamed. But nowadays, it's like you're just a girl
Oh my
boss
god, I just wanna...
for doing this type of shit. They'll show you off at sporting events. You can make public appearances. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Why
And
don't the government do something about it? Why don't they just ban this bitch from everywhere? Just keep your money, be inside your house, and shut the fuck up.
big part of me just doesn't understand the appeal of paying for something that is so readily available. And I also think everyone involved in this
What
little
is this?
fiasco has something deeply wrong with them. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I understand that nasty stuff like this has been going on since the dawn of time.
Very good video, bro. Very good video.
But the fact that it's becoming so normal and like young preteens or teenage boys and teenage girls are
Look at
being
the camera on the face. Ey, fucking dumb.
introduced to this type of stuff and these
Oh
type
my
of
God,
people
what is that?
in regular spaces like Instagram or Twitter where they're just doing their thing openly, trying to draw these individuals in. I don't know, something about that, it really just does not sit right with
Yeah.
me. But I want to know what you guys think about this phenomena down below.
My thoughts
Personally,
are
I
really bad for her.
I think
I don't
this
wanna
chick should
say
be in
anything.
jail. I don't know, I just
course
can't
she
shake
should
the
be in
theory
jail.
that if this was a man and the roles were reversed, well, the cops would be at her
Well, who is this guy?
fucking door. Either way, some of y'all need to start thinking with the right head. Y'all stop paying for this shit. Y'all don't be participating in this type of thing. I promise you there's a much better way to spend your time and your money. Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some of the OF drama out here needs to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!
What?
Is it that you're going to get him to eat his own?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay.
What?